Hey guys, going out for an adventure today. I'll be going on these dirt roads out fairly close to where I live and just seeing what's out here. Mostly, I'm kind of got a goal in mind to find some good paragliding sites, paramotoring, paragliding. So that's kind of my goal, but I love the adventure. I enjoy just being out here, and I've lived here for 3 years now, and I haven't done a whole lot of exploring. I've done quite a bit, but there's a lot of these places I haven't gone to yet. I've flown over them in my plane, but I haven't gone really low and slow over a bunch of these places. So I like to get out in my Jeep and cruise around on the dirt roads and see what's out here. So I'll take you along today, and let's go find some places for some paragliding and paramotoring. Here's a real nice big open area. This would be pretty cool for paramotoring here. It's my first stop. The footing's not bad. There's a 360-degree view. The scenery's really pretty. There's this kind of a rocky mound here where you could lay your glider out so you're not getting the lines hooked up in some of the little weeds out there. And you could definitely run around out there, you know, if your motor quit or... All right, made it out here to the Ortega Sink. I've been wanting to check this out for a long time down here on the ground. I've flown over it, and you can see it on Google Earth and all that, but it's different when you're right down here in the dirt. And I'm gonna check this thing out. You can see it back there behind me. Big old huge sink. There's a hill I'm gonna go to right over there. That's where we're going to next. Well, this is the hill. It's just about 150-foot tall hill from top to bottom. So they made these roads out here out of this volcanic stuff. They dug into the side of the hill around where that, on the other side right there where you see that road going up. Looks like an old road they built a long time ago. It's all grown over now. That's the road right there. That is a road. You can't hardly tell. That's the one I came in on. It goes that way. You can see it going up that hill over there. There's a few little rocks, not too bad right in this area where you'd be touching down. We could probably pick them up, the big ones, and get them out of the way. But I bet you could get right up there and do some nice little glides right down into here. The wind's not too bad right now for it, but it's a little too much east. But this would be the north face right here. Beautiful. I'm gonna go around over there on the other side, see what it looks like over there. First, I'm gonna check this out. Here I am, probably about halfway or a little over halfway up. You can see the steepness right there. There's the top up there. It's looking east. There's the Jeep. The Ortega Sink right out there. Well, I'm up at the top now. That's looking down, that's to the northeast. So it's more east that way. So right out here is where you'd want to land, or somewhere back in here, there's good places. Gotta look at this, this is pretty cool. So I'm at the very peak. I'm up on a cinder cone, a volcanic cinder cone. This rock down here. So we have like this red cinders is what they call it, red cinders, and from these cinder cones out here, there's a real big cinder cone right over there. So I'm on one that's pretty small, but you can see the rim right out here going all the way around, the shape of a cone. And then right over here where I'm at, it must have blown out a little more or something because it's bigger, or blew more stuff up over here. And then it goes into a big hole right down there. So this would be the setup area right here. You have your stuff right back here, your gear and all that. And probably right in here, I think you'd lay your wing out, depending on which direction you're launching from and all, but right up in this area. So we'd have to bring our little saws up here and cut down a few of these weeds to lay out the wing. But it's definitely doable. This is a cool place. You could get in, I think you could probably get in a good 3 or 4 flights here in a day before you'd be too tired to go again. This is the north face. This is like looking up at the hill straight from the north looking south. So there's like, if you're only going like halfway up, there's a slot here in between these trees you could launch from right in there. Or you could just go over here. And that puts you still north, but it puts you a little bit leaning into northwest, but mostly north. So yeah, you could just go up there and, you know, halfway up and get some good reps in, takeoff and landings, and land right down here. It's a gradual slope, and it gets steeper as you go up to the top. This is what you want for a training hill right here, or just keeping yourself in tune. You know, when you hadn't flown for a while, even if you're an expert, you can come out here and get some reps in, some takeoff and landings. So that then you're ready for the big mountains. This hill right here would be a good place to fly. You know, it'd be fun with radio control gliders and paragliders, hang gliders. Nice little place to get a few flights in. I'm gonna call it the Ortega Sink Training Hill.